Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Convocation Center for the first time in 2025. Hope you all had a fantastic winter festivities, and welcome to the Convocation Center for some PSAC Wetch matchup between the Rock of Slippery Rock and your California Vulcans. My name is Jonathan Sape, and I'm riding solo here today, bringing you through today's action between California and Slippery Rock, and we're in for a battle too. Kind of arch nemesis here amongst each other, and get into the starting lineups for both teams. Starting off with the visiting Rock. Starting off number 8, Kaylee Joseph Bernard, the 6-foot junior forward from Milton, Ontario, graduate of King's Christian Collegiate High School. Following her, number 10, Reagan Atkins, the 5'9" sophomore guard out of Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Next up, number 21, Alyssa Gillen, the 6-foot junior forward out of Monica, Pennsylvania. Up next, number 25, Tamala Thorpe, the 5'4" graduate student guard from Mississauga, Ontario. And finally, number 34, Marion Haggerty, the 6-foot sophomore forward from Newcastle, Pennsylvania. And for your Vulcans, number 3, Alicia Young, the 5'10" junior guard / forward from McKees Rocks, PA. Number 4, Nina Shaw, the 5-foot sophomore guard from Saxonburg, Pennsylvania. Number 5, Ayana Williams, the 5'9" guard / forward, the senior from Cleveland, Ohio. Number 12, Talia Gilliard, the 5'9" senior guard from Mechanicsburg, PA. And finally, rounding out the starting 5 for the Vulcans, number 24, the 5'9" senior guard, Sierra Bermudez from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's a matchup here today with two teams in pretty even footing. Both teams sitting at 6 and 7 in the season. California 3 and 4 in conference play. The Rock 4 and 4 in conference play. We're starting it off with a technical free throw to begin the game here. And Reagan Atkins is able to knock down the free throws. So the game, before it is even started, would be 1-0 Slippery Rock. The Vulcans going from left to right to start this quarter. The Rock going from right to left. The Rock in their away greens, the California and the home whites. And the reason for the technical foul is there is a mishap. There's some technical difficulties with the shot clock in this game. Vulcans with first possession. Ayana Williams, her layup attempt no good off the glass. Pulled in that time by Haggerty, and because of that, the Rock able to capitalize off it. Start off 1-0 here in this game. Bernard keeping it herself. Right-handed floater, good. 3-0 start here for the Rock. Shaw bringing it up past the timeline. Young gets it off to Gilliard. Shaw on the near side. Left-handed dribble into the lane. Her left-handed floater, no good. Fighting for the board. Pulled in by Joseph Bernard. Slowed down by Thorpe. Trying to twist away from Shaw. Passes off to Atkins. Atkins driving inside. Pass. Williams, no good. Williams able to grab the board. Williams in transition finds Gilliard, top of the key. Deep three-pointer, way off the mark, no good. Offensive board that time by the Vulcans. Ends up in the hands of Young. Young trying to find a lane, finds Shaw back up top, and the Vulcans reset. 12 on the shot clock here for California. Shaw finds Williams, mid-range jumper, off the mark. Pulled in that time by Thorpe. Thorpe guarded by Shaw. Kicks it off to Atkins again. Nice pass underneath. Finds Atkins spinning away from Young. Her shot no good. Tipped off of Joseph Bernard's hands, out of play. Came off of Vulcan on the way through, so will be Rock ball. Ball's now in the hands of Atkins, the leading scorer here for this Rock team this season. Atkins penetrating inside, Caught up by Williams, no foul, but the Rock still maintain a nice pass underneath to find Atkins again. Her shot no good. Blocked away that time by Williams on the second chance effort. And the Vulcans now the other way. Young in the lane, pull-up jumper, short. Pulled in by Joseph Bernard, and now in transition, KJB. Atkins in the corner. Tipped by Bermudez, and it comes off of Atkins and out of play, so turnover there for the Rock and Reagan Atkins. Looking for some answers here as she didn't think it came off of her, but will result in a Rock turnover. The Vulcans 0 for 5 from the field to start this game. Still just trying to get those early game jitters out. Young. And we get a shot, pump fake. Nice crossover. Shaw finds Bermudez on the near side. Step back three, finds the bottom of the barrel, and the Vulcans get on the board with a deep three by Sierra Bermudez. Game all tied at 3. The Vulcans playing some pressure here, and that one's stolen away by Gilliard. In transition, Ayanna Williams, nice bounce pass underneath to find Gilliard, but a little too hot to handle, ends up going out of play. Great effort, though, by Gilliard to try to keep that one in. The Rock's men team making their way into the building here. The Rock able to break the press, but Young able to get a hand on it and steal that one away for the Vulcans. In transition, Young 3-on-1 off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, second chance, no good. And a fight for the rebound again. Ends up off the hands of Kaylee Joseph Bernard and out of play. Substitution here for Slippery Rock. And in the game, number 7, Brooklyn Jones, the 5'7" graduate student guard from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Graduate from Taylor Alderdice. Checks in for the first time. 3-3 the score, 6:32 remaining here in the first quarter. Vulcans inbound ends up in the hands of Williams. Young on the near side. 10 on the shot clock here for California. Williams. Nice crossover to get inside. High off the glass and in. Ayanna Williams with a beautiful combination there. And the Vulcans with their first lead of the game, 5-3. Thorpe. Fake by Joseph Bernard. Nice move to get inside, and Joseph Bernard with the floater of her own. 4 points now for her. Game tied up at 5. Shaw gets it to Bermudez, but Atkins playing some hectic defense here. Nearly steals it away. Spin move in the lane by Bermudez. Layup attempt no good. Atkins gets a piece of it and knocks it out of bounds. California ball. And the referee trying to give it to Shaw on the inbound, and Shaw just was not receiving that pass as Young inside. Shot attempt too strong, pulled in that time by Joseph Bernard. The Rock in transition with Jones. Back out to Thorpe. Thorpe driving the lane, able to blow by everybody, and Thorpe able to lay that one in. Tamala Thorpe gets her first basket of the game and gives the Rock a 7-5 lead. Substitution in the wings for both teams here. Williams crossover, step back bucket for Ayanna Williams. And her second season here for the Vulcans, a transfer from Alderson Broadus. The Rock able to break the press once again. Wide open from 3 is Thorpe, and she is able to drain that one. 10-7 the score. Back-to-back buckets for Tamala Thorpe. 5 points now for her. Shaw inside, spinning away, left hand, no good. offensive board by Williams. Her chance is good. Layup with the right hand. Back-to-back buckets now for Williams. 6 points for her. Vulcans playing some trap defense. Jones able to split away from it, but loses the ball, and Young able to come down with another steal from this Vulcan defense. Felicia Young 0 for 4 in this game, needs to get that scoring touch going. Her shot blocked that time by Jones on the drive in. Jones up ahead to Thorpe. Thorpe trying to go up with it, gets that one brought back in by Shaw. Atkins gets it off to Jones. Brings it back out to the top of the key. Looks like a timeout will be called by Coach Micheletti and the Rock, and that'll act as the media timeout. 3:32 remaining here in the first quarter. Slippery Rock 10, California 9. As we go into the first break, and it's been a fairly back and forth affair, but California, the offensive struggles continue as 4 for 15 from the field to start this game, a 26.7% clip, but only 2 scorers. Ayana Williams, 3 for 5, 6 points for her to go along with 2 rebounds, and Bermudez with the 3. It's been Thorpe and Joseph Bernard doing a lot here for the Rock. 5 points for Thorpe, 4 points for Joseph Bernard to go along with 3 rebounds. Coming out of the timeout, 3:32 remaining. Both teams near the bottom of the PSAC West rankings. California second from the bottom, Slippery Rock third from the bottom. Both teams looking to climb that ladder as we get into the meat of the schedule here in PSAC West play. A quick 3 from Jones, too short. Ricochets out of bounds. California ball. The Rock playing kind of defensive trap of their own, and the Vulcans are able to break in, but the ball nearly gets stolen away. California able to recover. Huffman gets it to Williams. 3-pointer for her off the glass. Ends up into the hands of Hawkins. Hawkins' layup attempt no good. The freshman forward from Woodland Hills unable to convert that time. The Rock still with a 1-point lead, 10-9. Joseph Bernard under some pressure from Hawkins and is going to draw the foul. It's been a fairly quiet game in that aspect so far. First foul from either team. 7 and some change into this one. Jones just trying to get away from Hawkins. 9 on the shot clock, nearly stolen away. Joseph Bernard able to come down with it. Finds Thorpe wide open underneath, but unable to convert, and the Vulcans are able to grab the board. Gilliard now in control of the offense. Finds Williams on the near side. Williams feeds Hawkins in the post, looking to go to work. Hawkins gets that one blocked away by Kaylee Joseph Bernard. Just a full frontal assault. He's able to swat that one out of play. Shaw to inbound. He's able to find Huffman. Huffman, her attempt no good, but does draw the foul. And Olivia Huffman, the freshman from New Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Red Bank Valley graduate, make her way to the line to shoot 2. Huffman able to knock down the first. Huffman now 13 for 18 on the season from the free throw line as she's able to knock down the pair. And the Vulcans reclaim the lead 11-10. Joseph Bernard, nice crossover to create some space, but passes it off to Jones. Thorpe now in possession, guarded by Huffman. Thorpe driving the lane, passes it out. Wide open three, off the mark that time was Hook with the shot, and there's a travel underneath as Hook is able to get the ball back, and she took one too many steps. Sophia Hook, the 5'7" sophomore guard from Brookfield, Ohio, making her first appearance of the game. 1:35 remaining here in the first quarter. California 11, Slippery Rock 10. Shaw crosses the timeline. Guarded by Thorpe. Hawkins. A bit too hot on that one, trying to find Huffman underneath. Second turnover of the quarter here for California. Atkins back into the game, 1 point for her, quiet. So far the Vulcans have done a good job keeping her in check, 13 points per game this season for the Rock. That ball's poked and sent out of play. Slippery Rock maintain possession. Thorpe, nice move inside. Attempt with the right hand off the glass, no good, but draws the foul. And Tamala Thorpe is going to make her way to the line. Thorpe picks up, Huffman picks up her first. Bermudez checking in here for California. Shot of the bench. 59.1 seconds left here in the first quarter. Thorpe able to knock down the first. 78% free throw shooter on the season. 6 points now for Thorpe. Unable to make the second, game tied at 11. Nice strong rebound that time by Huffman. So we're now under 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Gilliard in control of the offense. Foul on the floor. Will go against the Rock. Sophia Hook with the foul, picks up her second in only a couple minutes here on the court. Second foul of the quarter here for the Rock. California able to get that one back in. 15 on the shot clock here for the Vulcans. Williams at the elbow looking to go to work, driving inside. Tough step back jumper. Able to knock it down. Another bucket for Ayanna Williams. 8 points now for her here in the quarter. 13 for the Vulcans. They have a 2-point lead. Shot clock now turned off here at the end of the quarter. Thorpe nearly got Gilliard dancing there with the crossover. Thorpe in her bag now. Pass it off. Atkins. Jones now. 4 seconds. Finds Thorpe. Thorpe stepped on the out-of-bounds line. And another turnover, and the Vulcans will get the ball back with 1.8 seconds remaining here at the end of the quarter. If they want to get a shot off, they're going to have to get it off quick. Williams to inbound. Finds Gilliard. Not even close here at the end of the first quarter. California 13, Slippery Rock 11. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and Cablecast. Don't go anywhere.
The Vulcan women's basketball team looks to continue its run of excellence into the 2024 season. Put on your red and black and cheer on Coach Jess Strom and her team towards another run to the postseason. Pack the convo for 14 home games for games against regional foes and the best the PSAC has to offer. Don't miss any information on the season by following Cal Vulcans on all social media accounts, and if you can't make it to the games, catch all the action on CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube and also the PSAC Digital Network.
1 in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The Health Class Film Guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center as we get ready to start the second quarter here between California and Slippery Rock. California leads 13-11 after 10 minutes of play. I'm still John Sape here with you. I want to give a quick shout-out to our good buddy Colin Kirkwood tuning in, watching it from home. Shout out to him, and shout out to the Vulcans. Are playing some great defense there in that first quarter, forcing the Rock into 6 turnovers there in that first quarter. That's really kind of been the difference. And California also doing a phenomenal job at attacking the offensive glass. 7 offensive rebounds in that first quarter for California. Williams leads all scorers after the first with 8 points, 4 for 7 from the field, and she's had a couple of tough buckets as well. There's a bit of a delay in the restart to start this second quarter. So the referee is at the scorer's table trying to make sure all of the affairs are in order. And it looks like everything is all right, and we're back underway here. Thorpe gets it off to Haggerty. Haggerty nearly gets that one stolen away, but Atkins able to spin off. Nice cross-court pass to find Jones. Her three-pointer, no good. Williams, nice strong board, able to pull that one in. Gilliard trying to find Hawkins, but Hawkins gets tripped up. Atkins in the lane gets fouled. Reagan Atkins will make her way to the line. First foul of the game for Gilliard. Atkins at the line to shoot 2, 74.1% from the line on the season. Atkins in this game 0 for 4. Has the 1 point from the free throw before the game started because of the technical awarded to Slippery Rock, because, like I mentioned earlier, the buzzer on the shot clock not working as Atkins misses both free throws. But Huffman unable to pull in the board. Goes out of bounds. Slippery Rock maintains possession. Atkins 1 for 3 from the line, 0 for 4 from the field. Darren Moy, number 20, just checked into the game for the Rock, and the Vulcans able to steal away the ball off of the inbounds pass. Gilliard in command of the Vulcan offense. Guarded by Atkins. Trying to dump it inside to Hawkins. Nice bounce pass to find Huffman, who gets fouled on the way up. Some great post link up there between Hawkins and Huffman. Huffman will make her way back to the line. Huffman, the only person to go to the free throw line in that first quarter for the Vulcans. Unable to make the first. Four steals now in the game here for the Vulcans. Second free throw, no good. So 2 pairs of 2 missed free throws here to start the quarter. And a fight for the rebound ends up off the hands of Williams and out of play. Moy able to find Haggerty. Guarded by Hawkins. Not on the same page as Thorpe, as Thorpe started cutting towards the basket, and that time Haggerty tried to find her in the corner, and another turnover here for the Rock. Number 8 in this game already. California still with a 13-11 lead. Somebody looking for the first basket of this second quarter. Hawkins able to spin away, but doing so illegally. A turnover for Hawkins. She tried to spin out of that one. It was a nice move, but not done so correctly. A substitution here for the Rock. Andia Robinson checking into the game here for the Rock. A fight for it nearly ends up in the hands of the Vulcans, but Atkins. Thorpe. Crossover the left hand, step back jumper. Too strong. Huffman rebound. Eight minutes remaining here in the second quarter. And a three-pointer from Gilliard. And somebody finally scores in this second quarter. 16-11 now the score. Gilliard, her first basket of the game. Foul on the floor is Kaylee Joseph Bernard. Receives a little bit of a push. Hawkins going to pick up her second foul. Atkins to inbound. Nearly gets it stolen away. Good hands by Huffman. Thorpe. Couple of screens set up top here, but Thorpe doesn't take it. Pass off into the corner. Joseph Bernard, floater is strong. 6 points now for Joseph Bernard. Young still looking for her first points of the game. Bermudez inside. Was trying to draw the contact, but nothing called, and Williams able to, or Hoffman able to grab the board, but ends up off the hands, or off the leg of a Slippery Rock player. California ball. Gilliard off the inbounds. Thought about shooting it, but passes off to Bermudez in the post now. Williams. 8 on the shot clock. Williams crossover off her foot. Ends up into the hands of Atkins. 3-on-3 the other way. Atkins trying to find Thorpe and transition, but great awareness that time by Gilliard to step into the lane and got a hand on it. Set that one out of play to stop the fast break opportunity from the Rock. Shaw checks back into the game. Bermudez to the bench. Another inbound stolen away. This time Gilliard able to steal it off of Atkins and lays it in on the other end. And a timeout taken by the Rock. And that'll be the media timeout. 6:40 remaining here in the second quarter. California 18, Slippery Rock 13, and just a couple of sloppy plays on the inbounds from the Rock. A couple of turnovers this quarter. 9 overall in the game for Slippery Rock. Take a look at the PSAC West standings. Both teams towards the bottom, kind of looking for that boost up. And like I talked about, this is kind of the starting to get into the meat of the season where you're constantly in conference play, especially PSAC West play, and every win matters. Both teams sitting at 6-7. The Rock 4-4 in conference play. California 3-4 in conference play. Coach Micheletti in her second season trying to talk things over here with the Rock. Is, like I mentioned, they had a couple of sloppy plays here in this quarter. California outscoring them 5-2 in this second quarter. Both teams, or at least if you're California, looking to try to extend this lead going into the halftime break. Atkins to inbound. The Vulcans, full court pressure here. After the timeout, Shaw picks up her first. And the Vulcans get their third. Shaw steals away another inbounds pass from the Rock, but loses a handle on it herself, ends up into the hands of Joseph Bernard. The Rock, after a ton of Vulcan pressure, able to kind of calm things down. Thorpe. Double team sent Joseph Bernard's way, and it's another foul on Shaw as Thorpe hits the deck. So 2 quick fouls and back-to-back possessions. Her second, the team's fourth. There was 6:21 left here in the second quarter. Thorpe. 15 on the shot clock here for the Rock. Trying to find Atkins, but good hands. Once again, Mike Gilliard with another steal, but Young just loses the handle on it and sends that one away. And the Vulcans take, but they also give back. And Gilliard almost with another steal. She's really been aggressive here in the passing lanes. Substitution for the Vulcans. Angel Henry, the 5'8" sophomore guard from Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, checks in for Shaw as Shaw picked up those 2 quick fouls. Coach Strom doesn't want her to pick up another one here before the end of the half. Joseph Bernard under some pressure. Thorpe wide open at the top of the key and buries it. 9 points now for Thorpe. Rock closed the gap to 2. Young gets it to Gilliard. Trying to create some space. Huffman on the low block inside with the right hand. Tough bucket from Huffman over top of Robinson. Thorpe taking command here of the Rock inside. Floater is good. Another basket from Tamala Thorpe. 11 points now for her. Both teams going blow for blow here. 20-18, 4:55 remaining here in the second quarter. Henry looking for an option. Dribbling inside, trying to get past Atkins. No good. Pulled in by Robinson. Robinson nearly traveled as she was just trying to find somebody to pass it off to. Robinson up ahead now, receives it back inside. No good. And a fight for the rebound goes out of bounds. California basketball. Number 32 for the Vulcans just checked in. Maya Morgan, number 32. Like I said, the 5'8" freshman guard from North Huntington, Pennsylvania. A Greensburg Central Catholic graduate. Getting her first minutes here in this game. Williams. Huffman. Finds Henry at the top of the key. Williams on the near side. 10 on the shot clock. Huffman pass out. Williams for 3. Basket for Williams. 11 points now for her. Williams and Thorpe kind of going at it here in this game for the Vulcans and the Rock. Feed the hot hand. Joseph Bernard now with the ball. Nice crossover. Contested jumper, no good. Good defense that time by Gilliard. Said that a lot this game. Gilliard in transition now. Gets it to Williams. And the Vulcans kind of letting Williams go to work here. Henry finds Williams again. Nearly loses it, but able to come back. Nice crossover. Finds Henry across the court. Full court pass. Morgan. Pump fake. Long 2, no good. And the shot goes out of play. The offenses for both teams kind of finding their strides here in the last couple of minutes. .308 remaining here in the second quarter. California up by 5. Thorpe trying to get around. Good hands that time by Williams to steal it away in the lane. And the layup is good from Ayana Williams. Another basket for her. A steal and the finish. 13 points now for Ayana Williams. Nice pass inside from Thorpe. Joseph Bernard is able to finish another floater. We've seen a lot of those floaters here in this game from the Rock, really able to connect them. Those inside looks. Henry. Huffman inside, gets that one poked away by Robinson. And one. Reagan Atkins going coast to coast. She now has a chance at the line to convert the three-point play. Williams picks up her first. It's the team's 5th of the quarter, so the Rock, now in the bonus. Bermudez checks back in. Atkins converts the three-point play. 4 points now for her. Lead back down to 2 for the Vulcans, 25-23. Deep three from Gilliard, just off the mark. And another strong rebound that time from Enya Robinson. Jones hands it off to Thorpe. 2 minutes now left here in the first half. Thorpe gets the switch on to Morgan. Jones on the far side. Good recovery. Trying to find Robinson on the bounce pass. Jump ball. As Bermudez is able to get a hand on it. Possession arrow favoring the Vulcans, so good defensive awareness that time by Bermudez gives the Vulcans another possession here. Huffman inside, looking to go to work with the right hand, too strong. Thorpe Mao. Robinson slipped the stream, pass it off. Thorpe in possession once again. Just trying to get away from the defender, Huffman. Playing some strong defense. Switch on to Morgan. Robinson inside, spinning away over 2 defenders, gets the bucket. Things are all square as we're now under a minute remaining here in the first half. 25 all. Williams past the timeline. Gilliard now looking for an option. Williams crossover, left hand trying to spin away, nearly gets it poked away. Morgan driving inside with the right hand off the side of the backboard, no good. And Thorpe tried to come down with it. It looked like she got pushed out of play, but nothing called, and it will be a turnover for the Rock as Thorpe ends up out of bounds. A substitution. As Robinson checks out, Joseph Bernard comes back in. And another discussion between the referees, I believe trying to see how much time should be on the shot clock, and they do reset it to 20. It was on 5, but they reset it back to 20. 30.4 seconds. Or they give them a full 30 now, excuse me. So Vulcans, the shot clock and the game clock synced up pretty perfectly, so the Vulcans can wind things out here at the end of this first half. Gilliard, 10 now on the clock. Gilliard just trying to create some space. Another three-pointer, no good. at the buzzer from Thorpe, not strong enough, and that is the end of the first half from the Convocation Center. California 25, Slippery Rock 25. I'm going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here for the second half right here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and Cablecast.
The Vulcan women's basketball team looks to continue its run of excellence into the 2024 season. Put on your red and black and cheer on Coach Jess Strom and her team towards another run to the postseason. Pack the Convo for 14 home games for games against regional foes and the best the PSAC has to offer. Don't miss any information on the season by following Cal Vulcans on all social media accounts, and if you can't make it to the games, catch all the action on CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube and also the PSAC Digital Network.
1 in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. And after 20 minutes of play, we're still at where we started, dead even, 25 all. As we get ready for the second half, I'm still John Sape, and I'm still here with you, bringing you through the actions. We can take a look at some of the halftime stats. Pretty even game for the most part, and that's to be expected if the game's tied up like this. Both teams 10 made field goals apiece. The Rock on better efficiency, 10 for 21 from the field compared to the 10 for 31 for California. California 3 for 7 from deep. The Rock 2 for 5. Both teams 50% from the line, 3 for 6 for Slippery Rock, 2 for 4 for California. The Vulcans out rebounding the Rock 18-17, especially on the offensive glass. 9 offensive rebounds for California compared to 4 for Slippery Rock. And I think the biggest margin is the turnover battle. 13 turnovers in the first half for the Rock, 8 for California. And that's kind of been a hallmark of these Coach Strom-led teams, is some just absolutely phenomenal defense by Coach Strom's girls. And they've been able to churn out a fairly good first half. But the Rock picking things up there at the end of that second quarter, ended the quarter on a 7-0 run in the last 3 minutes. 3 for 4 from the field in that time. Shot 60% as a team in that second quarter. They really were able to start picking it up there. And I believe during that break they fixed the buzzer, I'm pretty sure, during that time. The Rock going from left to right in this second quarter to start. Three-pointer, nothing but net from the Rock. Alyssa Gillian start things off, and it all started with a full head of steam that time by Thorpe. California, the turnovers, that one comes off of the hands of Harris, who gets her first minutes of the game here. One of the usual stars for this Vulcan team, playing for the first time this game. The Rock for their first lead in a while, 28-25. Back-to-back baskets as Joseph Bernard able to finish that one off the glass. Double digits now for her. 10 points, 5 for 6 from the field in this game, Joseph Bernard is, to go along with 5 rebounds and 2 steals. Williams, that strong first half. Harris. Shaw now inside, and one. Lena Shaw off the glass and in. Shaw now at the line to try to convert the three-point play. Her first basket of the game. Too strong. The Vulcans will take the 2 points, but not the 3. The Rock up by 3, 30-27. Thorpe trying to get away from Shaw, and Thorpe hits the deck. And Shaw's going to pick up her third foul.
Foul number 4, Nina Shaw, her third, team first.
And the Rock on a 12-2 run. Going back to the end of that first half. Young checks back into the game here in place of Shaw. Joseph Bernard looking to go to work here. Penetrates into the lane. Another corner 3 and another basket from Alyssa Gillian.
3 points.
6 points now for Gillen. And the Rock up by 6. Young inside, trying to go at it with the right hand, and that one's blocked away by Haggerty. She sends that one back off of Young. Ends up out of play. The Rock on a roll here. Start this half 8-2. Perfect from the field. Atkins. Haggerty inside, loses control of it, and a fight for it on the ground. results in a jump ball possession arrow favoring the Vulcans. Just another downhill penetrating drive, that time by the Rock. However, this one comes up empty-handed. 14 turnovers now here for Slippery Rock. Williams able to find Young underneath. Young, her shot attempt no good. Hit the floor as well, but nothing called in. Just can't quite get the lid off the basket here. 0 for 7 from the field is Alicia Young. Atkins able to create some space into the lane and finishes. Coach Strom takes a timeout. 10-2 run to start this second half. 17-4 run going back to the end of the first half. The Rock have completely flipped it around here. And a perfect 4 for 4 from the field. 10 points, 2 of them from behind the arc. You can take a look on the screen here at some upcoming events here on CUTV this Friday. Swimming meet in Hamer Hall at 3 o'clock. This Friday. Then on Saturday, the Vulcans take a trip up to Greensburg to face on Seton Hill. The men's and women's basketball team will face off Saturday, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, approximately there this Saturday as well. So check out right here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and Cablecast for coverage of both the swimming meet on Friday and both basketball games on Saturday. Coach Strom teams usually come out of the gates in the second half swinging. Kind of been knocked flat here in the opening 2.5. Coach Micheletti has gotten them prepared, and Rock up by 8. In the game for the Vulcans, number 22, Trinity Baylog checks in for the first time. Williams inside and another block away. That time by Joseph Bernard. Her second, just swats that one away from Williams. Baylog inbounds, finds Williams. Harris back out to Baylog. Into the lane, dump off. Harris, too strong. Fight for the rebound, ends up into the hands of the Rock. And another foul on the floor this time. It was Haggerty trying to bring it up the floor. Harris is first, the team's second. Atkins loses it, ends up in the hands of Gilliard. The Vulcans have some numbers the other way. Gilliard brought down in transition, but gets fouled and will make her way to the line. 3 steals now for Gilliard. Atkins picks up her first. Gilliard at the line for the first time this game, able to knock it down. 6 points now for her. Gilliard drains the pair, 7 points. Lead back down to 6 here, 35-29, 6:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Atkins is able to find Gillian. Trying to find Thorpe underneath, and Thorpe comes up with it, spins away, unable to make the layup. Gilliard rips it away, and the Vulcans now in transition. Williams. Travel. She tried to create some space to get away from Thorpe. Turnover in transition there for the Vulcans. California applying the pressure here. 1 for their last 9 from the field. Thorpe. The Canadian fakes the handoff into the lane. Right hand is good. Another basket from Tamala Thorpe. 13 points now for her. 5 for 8 from the field as well. Just doing it very efficiently. Baylog double screen set. Now into the post, able to hand it off to Gilliard. Gilliard has to bring it all the way back out. Thorpe down. 3-pointer no good. And a fight for the rebound. It's a dangerous looking one as Harris came down onto a Rock player. It's number 8, Kaylee Joseph Bernard, and she was a little slow to get up, and she felt it as Harris came down right on that leg. It looks like she was able to get up and stay in the game, so hopefully she's all right because she's played phenomenally so far. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 2 assists. Doing it all here for the Rock. The Vulcans maintain possession. Harris from the free throw line. And another player hits the deck as Bermudez falls down. Thorpe now trying to slow things down here for the Rock. Extend the lead to double digits here. Atkins falls to the floor as well and falls out of play. Maybe you just need to take a timeout and kind of dry the floor off. Seems like everybody's taking a spell. As Atkins checks out of the game, into the game, number 12, Sophia Hook comes back in for the Vulcans. Hope Hawkins checks back into the game as well. Harris working towards her right, and one, Alicia Harris. Bucket plus the foul. And has a chance to convert the 3-point play at the line.
That's number 34, Maren Haggerty. That's her second, team's third. Media timeout.
And that'll take us to the media timeout here with 4:52 remaining here in the third quarter. The Rock still up by 6.
Plan your trip today at GoWashCO.com.
While we have a second, shout out Cal Vulcans. They're on social media, Twitter, Instagram, the works. Follow Cal Vulcans for all sporting and athletic updates here from your California Vulcans. And also follow CUTV PA, CUTV_P. I'm not quite sure which one is attributed to which social media platform, but make sure to follow CUTV on all platforms to keep up to date as well with all of our shoots and athletic events as well. So the referees having a bit of a discussion at the free throw line after the media timeout, and it's been a couple of nasty spills, but the referees this game have really allowed the players to be pretty physical for the most part. You've seen a couple of players kind of take some bumps, fall to the ground, and the referees not trigger happy with the whistle. They've been allowing things to play on, and I think both teams still just trying to adjust to that. As after the media timeout, Alicia Harris, the 5'9" senior from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, is able to make the free throw. 3-point play converted. The Vulcans now down by 5, 37-32. And the Vulcans with another steal. Gilliard inside draws the foul as Harris that time just stole it away from Joseph Bernard, and Talia Gilliard comes up with it, and she's going to make her way back to the line. And we mention it a lot, and this is the perfect way to get your team back into the game, especially when you're trying to slow things down here. Just try to make up these possessions by getting to the line, getting these 3 points, and Gilliard knocks down the first and the second. Lead cut to 3 now. Williams hits the deck, nothing called. Looking for the charge there. Thorpe crossed the timeline. Harris will pick up the foul. She tried to reach in.
Foul number 23, Alicia Harris, her second, team's third.
Harris picks up her second. Reagan Atkins checks back in. Haggerty will make her way to the bench. Atkins inbounds it to Thorpe. 4:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Double team sent Thorpe's way. Somehow comes down with it after the tipped pass. Bernard able to finish it, and a little bit unlucky that time from the Vulcans, who tried to spring the trap. But for luck to pay out, you got to be in the right place, and Thorpe that time was. Harris on the drive, right hand, no good. Atkins grabs the rebound. Kamala Thorpe in possession. Finds Atkins at the elbow. Off to Gillen in the corner. Long two, no good. Hawkins grabs the rebound. Vulcans in transition. Gilliard. It's a back to Baylog. Freshman from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Baylog into the lane. Strong drive and one. Trinity Baylog with a strong drive inside. Has a chance to cut it to 2.
Number 12, Sophia Hook, her third, team's fifth.
Hook picks up her third.
Trinity Baylog at the line, one shot.
Baylog got the line for the 3-point play. Left that one short. The Vulcans now in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter, 3:25. Wide open 3 from Hook, no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Thorpe. Hook inside, off to Atkins. Thorpe is trying to rein back control. Double team sent her way again, and another steal from the Vulcans. This time Williams, and the ball just is flung all over the court and ends up into the hands of the Rock. Thorpe now pull up 2. Too strong, no good, but offensive rebound by the Rock, and they continue to push along, take off some time off the clock. 3-point game, 2:40 remaining here in the third. Atkins. Joseph Bernard now. Crossover to the left, pull up 2. Gets the shooter's bounce as well. 14 points now for her, leading all scorers in this game, and that was about as tough as a bucket as you could want. Baylog takes the screen, driving inside off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, high off the glass. Harris, her shot no good as she grabbed an offensive rebound. The Vulcans get another one. Baylog gets it to Gilliard, getting double teamed, just trying to spin away, and draws enough contact. And Gilliard will make her way back to the line. The Vulcans in the double bonus. Joseph Bernard picks up her second.
Talia Gilliard at the line, 2 shots.
Gilliard 4 for 4 from the line. Nails, knocks the first. Double digits now for Gilliard. It's 18 turnovers now in this game for the Rock. As Gilliard makes both, 11 points for her. Back down to 3 here in this third quarter. Thorpe trying to cross up Baylog, passes it off this time to Hook. Joseph Bernard getting harassed by Harris, who steals it away. And a fight for it on the ground again, and the Vulcans steal it back, but Thorpe, great recovery, able to come back and just rip it out of the hands of Williams. And another turnover is Atkins with the travel. Some scrappy and some sloppy basketball here down the stretch in this third quarter. 1:34 remaining. Why not? Gilliard from three, and she knocks it down. And the game's all tied up. The Vulcans on a run here. 8-0 in the last minute and a half. Gillian inside, too strong. Hawkins grabs the board. Gilliard across half court. Nearly got too far ahead of herself that time, able to kind of rein things back in. Under a minute left. Double screen set up top here for Baylog. Takes it into the lane. Left hand in. Is able to finish. Another great drive, and the Vulcans take the lead right back. 43-41 the score. The Rock looking for their first basket in 2 minutes as Thorpe drove into the lane and gets fouled. Vulcans on a 9-2 run in the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Really taking it over here down the stretch. Substitution, Endia Robinson checks back into the game. Alyssa Gillen to the bench. Thorpe to the line. 1 for 2 from the free throw line so far. 13 points for her in this game. Knocks down the first. 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal, but has 6 turnovers in this game and 19 for this team. She able to knock down both. Game tied back up at 43. Shot clock is off here at the end of the third quarter. Game tied up at 43. California looking to hold it for one final shot here at the end of the third. Baylog guarded by Thorpe. Gets it off to Gilliard. Deep three. Why not? She's been hitting them. That one a little too short, though. Hawkins tried to play it off. Tips that one out of play. The Vulcans continuing this full court pressure. 7 seconds. Thorpe behind the back crossover into the lane. 2 seconds, 1 second at the buzzer. No good. We're going to the fourth quarter tied 43 apiece right here on CUTV, CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC network.
The Vulcan women's basketball team looks to continue its run of excellence into the 2024 season. Put on your red and black and cheer on Coach Jess Strom and her team towards another run to the postseason. Pack the convo for 14 home games for games against regional foes and the best the PSAC has to offer. Don't miss any information on the season by following Cal Vulcans on all social media accounts, and if you can't make it to the games, catch all the action on CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube and also the PSAC digital network.
1 in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Convocation Center. And we're still tied here to start the fourth. 43-43 is the score between California and Slippery Rock. I'm still John Sape here with you. And that was a tale of two halves there in that third quarter. The Rock started off storming hot out the gate, just really taking it to the Vulcans, and California didn't really seem to have an answer, but the Vulcans ended it strong at the end of that third quarter. Really were able to mount that comeback. They're down by 8 points at the most there at the end of that third quarter. And California able to close things up and tie it and even take the lead there towards the end, but we're still tied at 43 going here into the fourth. 15 points for Thorpe. For the Rock, 14 for Joseph Bernard, the leading scorers for them. Gilliard with 14, Williams with 13, but Williams hasn't gone to basket in a while. She really has cooled off since that hot first quarter. Thorpe nearly gets it stolen away. Atkins now up against Harris, able to get by her. Pull-up jumper off the mark. Offensive board. But great recovery defense that time by Harris. Just does enough to poke it away from Robinson, who grabbed the offensive rebound. But the Rock will maintain possession. Thorpe to inbound here for Slippery Rock. Finds Atkins. Under some pressure, guarded by Harris. Atkins into the lane. Strong off the glass and in. Like I mentioned earlier, Atkins, the team's leading scorer, 13.4 points per game on the season. Sitting at 8 points right now here in this one. The Rock retake the lead in 45-43. Gilliard thought about the three, didn't take it. Driving inside. Floater, too strong. Harris, offensive board. Her shot is good. And Alicia Harris, 5 points now, and she's really been a factor here in this second half. 5 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal for Alicia Harris here in the second half. Thorpe working up against Baylog. Picked up her dribble, needs to pass it away. And a travel call. Great defense that time by Trinity Baylog. And the Vulcans are loving it as they've really stepped it up on the defensive side of the ball. Turnover number 20 now on the game here for the Rock. Turnover number 7 for Thorpe. Somehow finds its way to Young. That pass off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound from Harris into the lane and fouled. And that's why a player like Alicia Harris can be such a difference maker. She's just such a force on the glass on both sides of the ball. Offensively, she'll grab you a ton of rebounds. That's offensive rebound number 16 for the Vulcans. Alicia Harris at the line for 2. 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Able to knock down the first. It was Atkins with the foul that time. Her third. Atkins and Hook both on 3 there for the Rock. Second free throw attempt, no good. And California missed the rebound, but are able to save it. But Gilliard with the travel, she got a little bit too antsy in the lane. California with a 1-point lead, 8:27 and running here in the fourth quarter. California still playing some pressure here on defense, and that pass went astray as Hook just tried to find anybody. A great effort by Atkins not to give up on it, but another turnover for the Rock. 21 now in this game. Hook comes out of the game. Brooklyn Jones back in. Baylor across the timeline. Takes the screen. Three-pointer too short. Jones comes down with it, but Jones under pressure gets it stolen away. Williams now back out to Baylog. Baylog hesitation. Driving inside, a three-pointer from Williams. Off the mark, no good. And another offensive rebound from the Vulcans. Young this time able to grab it. Harris finds Williams wide open from 3. Able to connect. Ayanna Williams, 16 points now for her and a 4-point lead for the Vulcans. And Coach Micheletti and the Rock will take a timeout. That will act as the 5-minute media timeout. 7:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The California up by 4. And take a look at the screen. It's me. It's an old picture, so I don't look like that still anymore. But I was approached, was called while I was working yesterday by our director and producer, Gary Smith, and he was like, we should do a segment where we get to know everyone on our crew. And he's like, I'm going to start with you. And I was like, sure. So he asked me for some key information. And I'm not going to lie, I don't remember what he asked, so I got to read the graphic. Favorite food, tacos, just an absolute staple of the John Sape household. Favorite movie, Empire Strikes Back. Best Star Wars movie. I know if Nate's watching, he's not going to agree with that one, as he's a big Revenge of the Sith guy, but it's not as good. Empire Strikes Back is the GOAT. Favorite TV show, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Just my absolute favorite. Just one of the best ones ever out there, I think. And favorite music artist, Frank Sinatra, just has that great voice, always Wish I could sing like that. And now you can look at the screen. If you're not watching on CUTV's YouTube channel, scan that QR code and I'll take you to the YouTube page. You can like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Click the bell icon. I'm trying to think of all the YouTube buzzwords that you can think of. Like, share, subscribe, comment. But if you're watching anywhere else, scan the QR code. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's just another way of following us here on CUTV and giving us a ton of support. So huge shout out to everybody. Thank you all very much for watching, wherever you may be. And after the timeout, we're back into the action. 49-45. 7:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Vulcans on a 6-0 run. Thorpe gets it to Atkins now. Robinson driving inside, pass off Jones. Thorpe in the corner for three. Thorpe is nails. Another three-pointer for her. 18 points now for Tamala Thorpe. 1 point game now, 7 minutes. And running. Gilliard. Young on the near side. Still looking for her first points in this game. Gilliard into the lane. Left hand. Too strong. Offensive rebound from Harris. Her layup attempt no good. Atkins tried to grab the board but stepped out of bounds. California ball. Baylog to inbound. Finds Harris. Long two. Why not? High bounce no good. Young tried to grab the rebound but tried to get it over top of her own player and ends up in the hands of Atkins now, and the Rock going the other way. Rock now with a chance to take the lead right back here. The fourth quarter, Atkins into the lane. Right hand off the glass. Gets the spin and in. Like a Beyblade. And the Rock now up by 150-49. Baylog crossover. Left hand is good. Back to back, blow for blow. 6 points now for Baylog, and the Vulcans continuing this pressure here, just trying to force a mistake out of the Rock. Thorpe inside, Atkins, corner three. Drains it. Atkins has really picked it up here in this second half. 13 points now for her, and the Rock with a 2-point lead. The Rock now shooting 60% from behind the arc. Young, three-pointer on her own. That one too short. 0 for 9 now from the field. But the Vulcans steal it away. Gilliard able to finish it. And steal number 5 for Talia Gilliard results in a Vulcan basket. 53-53 apiece. Thorpe under some pressure here from Harris. She's trying to get away from her as she crosses the timeline. Harris is going to pick up her third. She got a little bit too physical that time with Thorpe. Team's first of the quarter. 23 turnovers now here for the Rock. Thorpe up against Harris, crossover. Hand off to Atkins. Up against Baylog, just trying to create some space here. Crossover to the left, spinning away. Tough two, and Thorpe. Atkins is putting on a clinic now. 15 points for her. 6 for her last 7 from the field is Reagan Atkins. Baylog nearly loses the handle on it. Gets it off to Gilliard. Deep three for the lead. Too short. Atkins grabs the rebound. Atkins under pressure again. California relentless on that front. Handoff to Joseph Bernard. Keeps it herself. Why not? Pass it off. Robinson from the free throw line. Gets the friendly roll. And in. Lead back up to 4 now for the Rock. And California will take a timeout. 4:13 remaining. It's back and forth affair in the Rock. Coming out better for it. 3 players on the court for Slippery Rock in double digits, 18 points for Thorpe, 15 for Atkins, 14 for Joseph Bernard. The team as a whole shooting 56% from the field. In this quarter, 14 points on 6 of 7 shooting. And the team shooting 60% from 3, 6 for 10 from behind the arc, and Thorpe has made a couple of them here in this fourth quarter, 3 for 3 from behind the arc. Alicia Young for the Vulcans with the struggles in this game. One of the leading scorers here for this California team. 0 for 9 from the field. But Williams and Gilliard have made up for it, both of them on 16 points apiece. Gilliard just being a menace on the defensive side of the ball as well. 5 steals for her. 14 as a team here for California. Williams in this game for California, 16 points, 7 for 12 from the field. 3 points, 1 assist, 3 steals, and a block. After the timeout, California possession. Seen a lot of Baylog here in the second half, and she's done well. 6 points for her. Just as I say that, she turns the ball over, trying to find Harris underneath. The Rock to inbound. California continuing this pressure here. Joseph Bernard past the timeline. Nearly loses the dribble, trying to get behind the back. Under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth. Thorpe into the lane, blocked away by Harris. But Thorpe recovers and steals it away from her. And now under some pressure, getting double teamed, and turns it right back over. She falls to the ground in a travel. We're on double watch here for Thorpe. That's turnover number 8 in this game. 18 points, but 8 turnovers in this one for Tamala Thorpe. California still down by 4. Harris inside, looking to go to work. Crossover into the lane is good. Alicia Harris now with 8 points. And California steal it away again from Thorpe. Gilliard underneath Young. First basket of the game for Alicia Young. Ties the game at 57 apiece. This Vulcan defense has been unrelenting. And a foul, or a timeout, taken by Slippery Rock. I thought there was going to be a foul up against Gilliard there, but goes as a timeout for Slippery Rock. Game tied 57 apiece. Turnover number 9 for Thorpe. And steal number 2 for Harris. And Alicia Young finally gets her first basket of the game, and couldn't have come at a better time. 57-57 is the score. $25 turnovers in the game for Slippery Rock. 6 of them this quarter. 12 in the second half here for the Rock. Just some phenomenal defense from a Coach Strong-led team. Wherever you heard that one before. Atkins to inbound here for Slippery Rock. Just able to get it off before the 5-second violation, but over and back as that one comes off of the leg of Robinson. Backcourt, and another turnover forced by this Vulcan defense. 3:04 remaining. California with a chance now to take the lead. Baylog across the timeline, under 3 to go. Gilliard. Young, Harris now inside, blocked away again by Joseph Bernard. That's her 3rd block of the game, and it comes off of Harris in the process. Slippery Rock ball. Thorpe. Up against Gilliard, driving into the lane, able to find Joseph Bernard, but loose handle on it. 2-on-1 the other way. Young, dump off. Harris in the lane, off the glass with the roll, no good. And it comes off of Joseph Bernard, out of play. And then game's on a knife edge right now as both teams just not taking the opportunities presented to them to take the lead here. Baylog to inbound. Gets it back out to Gilliard. The Vulcans reset, 2:25 remaining. Baylog. Conducting the Vulcan offense, double screen set up top. Takes Baylog into the lane. Twisting off to Williams. Williams, mid-range 2, short. Offensive rebound by Young and gets fouled, and Alicia Young will make her way to the line.
Comes number 8, Kaylee Joseph Bernard.
Joseph Bernard's third foul. Offensive rebound number 22 in this game for California. They've dominated the offensive glass here. 22 offensive rebounds for California, 7 for Slippery Rock. Alicia Young at the line to shoot a pair. Misses the first. Young misses both of them. Just has not been her day. Hook under some pressure. Another steal. Shaw this time off the glass and in. Another turnover from the Rock, and the Vulcans capitalize. Thorpe across the timeline into the lane. Fouled. Just trying to drive in against Shaw. Shaw picks up her fourth foul. Thorpe at the line to shoot a pair. 3 for 4 from the line in this game. 18 points. We do have a double-double. That was turnover number 10 for Thorpe on that last one. 18 points, 10 turnovers. Not something you see too often here. She misses the first. Thorpe misses the first. Misses both, so again, some missed free throws down the stretch from both teams. Not quite capitalizing on that opportunity. Shaw now in control. Timeout taken by California with 1:35 remaining, and the game's been dialed to 100 here in the last couple of minutes. California in this quarter, 7 for 19 from the field. The Rock 6 for 8. They've shot really efficiently. But Slippery Rock without a point in this game for the last 2:45. California's defense has forced them into just consecutive turnovers. Just so many turnovers back to back to back to back. 9 turnovers in this quarter alone here for Slippery Rock. In this quarter as well for California, 8 offensive rebounds alone just in this fourth quarter. For both teams leaving a lot to be desired at the line. California now 10 for 17 from the free throw line. The Rock 5 for 10 from the charity stripe. So both teams kind of leaving some points at the line. The Rock in this game shooting 54% from the field. I mean, they've been phenomenal. Once they've gotten shots off, they just haven't been able to get many shots off because they just keep turning the ball over. 1:30 now left to go here in the fourth quarter. Baylog back into the game, driving in the lane, right hand, no good. And another jump ball called. Possession arrow favoring the Vulcans once again. California ball as they catch a break there. It was Joseph Bernard who grabbed the rebound. Robinson comes out of the game. Jones checks back in. Young. 2. No good. Offensive rebound again, and Harris with another basket. 10 points in this second half for Alicia Harris. She's just been a menace here for the Vulcans.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
Thorpe inside, spinning away. No good, and the Vulcans able to grab the rebound uncontested, and California now have a chance to run the clock off here. 4-point game, 45 seconds left. California, one good clean shot here can seal the game here for the Vulcans. Baylog under pressure, spinning away, able to get past her defender in the lane. Stolen away that time by Joseph Bernard. Atkins in transition. Thorpe able to come up with it. 2-pointer. Good that time from Sophia Hook.
2 points.
Shot clock turned off. California don't need to get a shot off Williams. Just wasting time. Coach Micheletti just trying to get somebody to foul, but the Vulcans were able to take a ton of time off the clock. Haley Joseph Bernard picks up her 4th. Team's 3rd of the quarter.
Timeout, Slippery Rock.
And Slippery Rock will take a timeout in the dead ball. 14.4 seconds left. California up by 2. And what a second half performance from Alicia Harris. 10 points, 6 rebounds, a steal, or 2 steals, assist, and a block, all in this second half. She's played all 20 minutes here in this second half for the Vulcans after not seeing any time in that first half. A player prone to racking up the fouls. Coach Strum has used her wisely here in this game, and she's been a big help for the Vulcans in this one. Five offensive rebounds for Alicia Harris. Just an absolute monster on the glass here for the Vulcans. Some interesting strategy being talked about in the huddles for both teams is the Rocks still have 2 fouls to give. So California have an opportunity to take even more time off the clock here after the timeout. Third timeout for the Rock taken. Joseph Bernard picked up her 4th foul on that one. Gilliard inbound. California up by 2, 14.4 seconds left after the timeout. Bermudez off the screen. California, it will take about a second and a half off. 13.1 now. Jones picks up her 1st. Team's 4th. Bermudez, we have not seen at all really in the second half. Gilliard to inbound. Able to get it into Young. Young in the lane. The basket is waved off and the foul stays on the floor. They're saying that foul was before the shooting motion. Jones picks up her 2nd. Team picks up their 5th. The Vulcans now in the bonus. And Young back to the line. Missed both of her free throws in her last trip. And the struggles continue. 0 for 3 now from the line is Elisa Young. 11 seconds left here on the game clock. Elisa Young misses another one. 0 for 4 from the line, and the Rock going quickly. Atkins coast to coast, misses the layup, and the Vulcans grab the rebound, and that's going to do it here. 0.1 seconds, and heartbreaking for the Rock. It was Reagan Atkins going coast to coast, and she just couldn't quite finish the layup.
Foul number 12, Sophia Hook, her 4th.
And
Nina Shaw at the line, 2 shots.
Shaw to shoot 2, and I think statistically it's impossible to get a shot off if she just makes the free throw. It's a ball game here because you need 0.3 seconds to get a shot off. It's been proven. Shaw ices the game off for the Vulcans, and they've had the opportunity to do so time and time again. Now only 2 for 7 from the line in this quarter. Misses the second, but that's it. The Vulcans come all the way back and steal a win here away from the Rock. Your final score, California 62, Slippery Rock 59. From our producer, Gary Smith, my name is Jonathan Sape. Thank you all very much for watching. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here for the men's coverage between California and Slippery Rock right here on CTV, CTV Sports 1, and the PSAC Network. Don't go anywhere.